All right. So today we are going to look at the thesis outline. So this is pretty much a culmination of all three of our videos so far and exactly how we can construct this into a document. As you can see, I've put together a document on Google Docs, and this is particularly around my current subject for my first thesis. So, thesis of early Christianity as a sub-state under Rome. So these are kind of my working titles. I'm not completely settled on them. And as I think my research will continue on in the development of these ideas, I might change some of these titles and tweak it. I think having a strong title, intriguing title, as well as a very clear subtitle is definitely the hallmark of a good thesis. Pardon me. So, as you can see, these first three bullet points I have here are the X, Y, and Z, as you will see in video 1. I am investigating the topic of X. For me, this is early Christianity. Again, we can be as general as we want in this subject at this point because we're going to narrow things down as we move along. Because I want to find out why, or how the early Christian church thought and functioned as a sub-state. And I've been playing with this idea of sub-state or alternate state, and I'm really not certain. Each one has a different kind of lent in their understanding, so we'll see how it all works out in the end. So that I can help others understand Z. So the X, Y, Z, the communal ideologies of early Christianity. Now, this is something I didn't mention too much in the video, but there is this, it's good to ask this so what question, the why is this important? And that just helps us better define exactly our direction and our motivation behind pursuing our topic. So for me, I wrote out this because the more that we understand the origins of Christianity, the better we can understand its digression through the years. And if it can be said about anything, it can be said about Christianity, and it sure has changed a lot through the years. Now, our second video dealt more with these next three sections here, which is I titled the topic or the examination, the question, which is going into our exploration, and the thesis, which is pretty much our statements. So the first question that we have laid out here is, what do you know about this topic? Again, this is for us to understand exactly what we already know, what we're bringing to the table as uncovering this topic. So I won't read all of this, but this is kind of just my understanding of some of the primary sources on early Christianity and what they are, what were some of the major influences in the early church, and I could probably get quite a bit more extensive on what I know about the topic of early Christianity, and I think this is just a good exercise in order for you to be able to lay out and refer to and even track out some of your thinking on the subject. So B, which is, do you have an opinion on the subject? And yes, I have personal beliefs to Reformed Protestant view, but I also understand that there's a strong Jewish background that's kind of been ignored in Christianity. And so just being able to understand exactly my opinion and kind of my leaning in the subject will help better identify that, so I can either avoid that or and hopefully make a stronger argument if I feel like I'm giving too much grounds to my personal understanding or whatever it is I'm bringing to the subject. So the third one is, how has this topic been understood or misunderstood? And the topic of early Christianity, this is probably one of the hardest ones for me to answer. As you can see, it's a shorter one because um, this is my first time really writing and reading a lot on the early Christian period, and that is the period that is pretty much after the biblical literature or the New Testament literature. Um, but I have found that there has been this kind of urban countryside uh, look at the period, and there's been some philosophical studies on it, and the Greek philosophical thought influence on early Christians, majorly Justin Martyr and a few others like Origen. So the social aspects, I know that there's been kind of some social histories done on early Christianity, but I'm not entirely familiar on exactly who those are and who's written them and whatnot. So for me to answer this question, I would have to do a little bit more investigation. So this might be one of those questions that I want to come back to and try to elaborate on so that I understand how my understanding of how it was understood or misunderstood has developed. Question on exploration. So what is the context of this topic? So for me, I just started off, early Christianity deals largely with the Gospels and try to give a bit of a perspective in there. This helps me because as I develop the subject, I might want to find sources that deal with a period before or a period just after the current subject topic period that I'm working on. So understanding the influences and where this kind of fits in the timeline is very important. I highly recommend you do this part for your subject. Give yourself some perspective here. What function or role does this topic play in history? So pretty much trying to deal with where does it go from here? And this early Christianity really becomes kind of a foundational period where Christianity really begins to explode, and it ends up all over the places in the cities to the point where you end up having Constantine and the kind of Christianity becoming a viable state religion, I guess. So, what are the contrasting views of the period? And that is, again, this is another one to help understand the perspective on this. What have other people said about this period? There. Again, this one is probably one of those questions you might want to come back and develop more and more as your study goes on. And again, a lot of this is just to catalog your understanding, your direction, and developing your topic so that we can get to this point, which is the more important part, being able to articulate the thesis. So this thesis, which is our statement. So the question that I'm really kind of centered on right now is, was early Christianity a sub-state? And this is going to be the question that my thesis revolves around, and my answer will. This is the question I will be answering. And I think that you can make a good case for this. Early Christianity from this period to that period, and how it was thought of. So, again, I'm structuring out my idea here, and then I've got some supporting points on examples, things that I want to go ahead and throw in there as my evidence. And it's good to take this section and start to lay out your evidence for your topic. And again, as we do our studies and we begin to work through all this stuff, doing our note taking, this is pretty much what we're doing. We're taking notes on evidence. So I will look at the teachings of Jesus, which dealt with home and self-governance, and his remarks to paying taxes. Everybody knows the famous remark where somebody throws him a coin and says, should we pay taxes? And he says, well, whose face is on the coin? And he says, give to Caesar what is Caesar, give to God what is God's. And, he doesn't necessarily say, don't pay taxes to Caesar. So, and Justin Martyr himself regards that Christians are great citizens because they pay taxes, as you can see in point 4. So again, laying out some of the arguments, and I will develop this and hopefully have a nice, strong, long list here by the time I'm done with my thesis. My outline I'm still working on, and I think that this is probably something we might want to hop into a little bit later when we've fleshed out a little bit more of our evidence. So the next thing that I did, which as our last video had dealt with, and that is sources. So I've categorized primary sources, and what are some of the primary sources I'm looking at. I put a few asterisks here for the things that I have not gotten through yet, or I'm uncertain about using. Revelations I've done, but I'm not entirely certain exactly how relevant that might be to my topic. There is this kind of like Christian kingdom kind of metaphor in the book of Revelation, and that might help articulate my argument as how Christians saw themselves and functioned and what they believed of the Christian nation or the new nation or kingdom of God. So that is the primary sources. In fact, I haven't gotten through Eusebius yet, so let's go ahead and do that. And then my secondary sources. So these are some of the books that I am currently looking at on helping develop the idea. This book is supposed to talk about the polis, or the state in ancient Greek, the ancient city. I think this deals a little bit more with, I'm not sure whether this is Rome. These are books I'm currently checking out to investigate. And then Harnack is apparently a very prominent historian on this period. Again, if this is your first thesis project, you will probably learn who are the historians, and this is somebody that has come out. So I've got 2 books from him that I'm examining, and then this is just a side note for another class, but digital tools that I might be using in the development of my discussion. So that is that. Hopefully this video helps you out a little bit, but on how all of these videos are supposed to help us begin to develop our text, our outline, our investigation process into the literature on our thesis project. So with that, good luck.